Okay, you guys, a while ago I told my husband, let's make a deal. Whatever you spend, I match, and whatever I spend, you match. So I went to the spa and I had a few treatments done, and I had to tell him how much it costed. So now I'm going to be looking at my husband's hobby, and this is one big factor is his truck, his diesel truck, and I hear about it a lot. So we are going to the shed where he keeps his toolboxes that he just purchased after my spa treatments. And his little tool haul he had yesterday due to the stitch fix that I did keep. So he got a stacked toolbox as well as a workbench toolbox. And that laser saw is my favorite saw to use out of all the other saws. And he's showing me his ratchet drawer. We're going to go through this drawer by drawer. And he's pointing out that this tool he bought after another purchase I had made. Okay, so this drawer that we're going to be looking at are all his extensions. Extensions are necessary, especially if you're going to be doing maintenance on your vehicle. This drawer, I thought, wow, this is really clean. It ended up being an expensive tool. It is a battery operated ratchet that, yes, I have been assisting him as he's used it. And it did take a lot of convincing for me to say, yes, go ahead and buy it. Just be done with it. Have it and be happy. He really is like his little toy. And this drawer I am familiar with. It's going to have a majority of drill bits. This box ended up coming into the house and staying in the house. We do use drill bits often. You will want to use a drill bit if you're doing any type of drilling in your walls, especially if there's going to be a stud, such as like if you're doing kitchen cabinets. They are handy. Okay, so this drawer has screwdrivers and picks. And I have seen him use the picks for something in the vehicle for like O-rings. And he's really impressed with this. So he said that tool you could hook a ratchet to it. And I said okay, because I didn't want to go into details about it. And this one is his junk drawer. We all have a junk drawer, even in the house. So I guess he has another ratchet drawer, which those ones he's pointing at he's getting rid of them. He just says, we don't need them, they're going to get replaced. He's also tells me that these ratchets are the worst thing ever and basically were a bad investment. Okay, this next drawer has a bunch of pliers, needle nose pliers I'm familiar with. And then my husband points out this is part of one of the pieces from his haul yesterday. So needle nose pliers, if you're putting up a fence or if you're taking down a fence, you're going to want a needle nose plier. If you're putting up a chicken coop, chicken wire, it's good. That's what I've used it for. Okay, so this drawer has a breaker bar that was part of his haul yesterday. And he has two. One because one has a big material at the end by the joint that you need. And I did witness it not go all the way through. And it was really frustrating when you have the majority of the pieces off of a vehicle. And then you need to use this tool to get that last bit off. Also long screwdrivers and pry bars, and pry bars are a lot of fun. Okay, so this drawer has a couple new tools he bought. A dead blow, which is the orange hammer looking thing, and a heat gun that's still in its box. It also has a BFH and his torque wrenches. Okay, so this next drawer has the Sawzall, which we actually brought in because I was ready to tear down some cabinets above my laundry and do a little DIY. And finally, this last drawer has a big drill and an impact. So at this point, I think I'm done and I'm almost about to head out the door. And then my husband tells me, hey, we still have another workbench to go through. And I'm like,
so
okay.
this
drawer has a lot of deep sockets and impact connectors. And I am kind of blown away that he has made this collection. And to the point where I'm still seeing a lot of empty slots. And he's like, I still need all these and I still need all these. As well as he does explain that I need to replace a whole row. And I'm like, oh, holy crap. No, this is never ending. But the collection looks nice. It's shiny and it's necessary, I guess. So he's pointing out the two that he bought in his haul yesterday. And then I start noticing the empty slots and I'm like, okay, so you still need all of these and you still need all of these, and I know that you don't like leaving things undone. Right here, that's just when I am noticing the empty slots. And then he explains that that is his lifesaver, and I do not want to go into details about what exactly it was and what he used it for. So I'm a little underwhelmed by this next drawer because there's only one item in here, and he just purchased it yesterday. And he's explained to me that when we replaced my struts, which we did within this year, that there was a screw or a bolt. There was a piece that needed to be removed, and it was way too long that you needed an opened end. Both sides needed to be opened for the screw to go through for when you have those long screws so it wouldn't hit the back of the tool that you're using to pull it out. It was very frustrating. We just wanted to get done with putting in the struts. It had taken so long just to, take everything apart, and then we still needed to put it all back together, and then this little bit of a snag happened, and so that tool was really neat. And now with the next few drawers, I'm a little upset because they are empty, and I know that on the back of his mind, he has plans to fill them up with something. This last drawer does seem pretty full. It has all our Ryobi items, such as our grinder, sander, a circular saw. May have been purchased as a kit or separately. I really don't remember. Okay, this is the chemical drawer. We got blue Loctite, gasket maker, electrical grease. Okay, so the rest of the drawers that are empty again, he says he doesn't have anything in mind for them, but it's empty. And again, it's empty. And then this drawer does have a few items that he just isn't ready to part with, that you never know, you may need them again in the future. I totally understand that.